Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you will enjoy this video, which is a flip through of the book Hidden Animals, Discover Your Favorite Animals Hiding in Plain Sight by Veronica Hugh. So I'm sharing this book because I think it is a good one for colorists who consider themselves beginners or are just starting out with coloring and want some images that are a little bit simpler, don't have a whole lot of detail or shading, are not grayscale, and they also are good for practicing different techniques such as shading, blending, etc. So I think this one hits the mark. And if you like animals, I think this is a really good book to buy. So this book is about 8.5 by 11. I bought it on Amazon. It is paperback. So this is the back. So it gives you a little blurb about the book. There are 32 pictures in here, and it gives you an example of some of the pages that you'll see in the book. So let's look inside. So this one has a little blurb about the author, about a little bit more about the book. And then she gives you some information about some of the supplies you can use, colored pencils, markers, and she even gives some tips on how to use them, how to blend them. There's a page on gel pens as well. So here's crayons and watercolors. And then a page on color theory. So it gives you a sample color wheel and then talks about the different types of colors that you can use: primary, secondary, and tertiary. Then you see some color schemes that you could try. So this one is blue, green, yellow, orange, and red, violet. And then here you have a techniques page where she shows you shading and some highlighting techniques. And then here is a page on blending. So again, this is a really nice book to learn some techniques and read about what she has written about each technique and try it. So it's another reason why I think this is a good book for beginners. So then you get some sample colored pages from the book. I love this one. I love coloring zebras in rainbow colors. They're just really conducive to that. So here's one from the back cover, the clownfish. And then on the bottom, you probably can't see it, but on the bottom, it tells you what was used, who it was colored by, and where the page is in the book. So this is page 47, so I could just go ahead and turn right to the page if I wanted to color it. And then we start with the designs. So this is that zebra one. And these are one-sided. And then on the back of each design, there's a little paragraph about each animal, and it tells you what the animal is. Now the paper in this book is pretty good. It is thicker paper. I wouldn't say it's cardstock, but it is a thicker weight of paper. It has a little bit of tooth. It's definitely smooth, but you can definitely use colored pencils or whatever media you would like to in this book. So these are line drawings. There's really no shading or anything. So, and what I like about it is that, like, for example, on this tree, you don't have to color in all of these little lines. You could just color this 1 or 2 shades of brown. So I like that. You don't necessarily have to abide by all of the lines that are in here. It seems to me that the way the patterns are on here, that these were taken from photographs and turned into line drawings that we can color. So you don't have to follow all of the lines. Like, you could make this a rock. You could make it like dirt. You could make it leaves or greenery. So you could do a lot of different things based on what your preference is. They are pretty big, nice clear drawings, and I like that they are encased in rectangles, so you don't have to worry about getting into the center at all, and you don't have to do anything with the outside of the rectangle, which I like as well. So even though this paper is a little thicker, I would recommend putting something underneath if you're using wet media. And I would definitely recommend, if you're using alcohol markers, to coat the page in gesso first. That way you won't have any bleed through on your animal description page. So some of the illustrations are super simple, like this one is the animal and grass. So it's really simple. And then others are more detailed and have more in it. But these would look good colored in just one color, or in simple shading, or you could go as intricate as you would like to. This also gives you the opportunity to practice with fur, which I always find a little challenging. I have this image in my head of what the fur should look like, and when it doesn't come out that way, I am not happy. So I'm always trying to perfect my technique with fur. Still not there yet. I'm getting there. And so there's all different types of animals in this book. Frogs, amphibians, birds, mammals, sea creatures, land creatures. Here's a horizontal one. Gets a rabbit. Here's the animal in here. Oh, a squirrel. And these are also really nice for coloring leaves. You can really experiment with different shades of green, how they work together, what you like. I have a couple shades of green that I sort of are my go-to leaf colors. So this will be good for me to experiment a little bit. And then here you could even experiment with some shine. So you could use some of these little spots as shiny spots to show that these are round, that they're rocks. And then here you have a thumbnail page of all of the colored images that are in the book. So that is the end of the book. I hope that you enjoyed this flip through. If you have this book or would like to buy it, I would love it if you would leave a comment. I love to know that my flip throughs are helpful. And if you haven't yet, please give this video a thumbs up. And please subscribe to my channel to get more content like this, such as color alongs and tutorials. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a crafty, coloring filled day.